Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Welcome back, everyone. We're joined from Virginia, from Chesapeake Bay, live this morning. Yes, as we speak, they are live at 9:33 in the morning. Brian and Ian, the owners of High and Dry Waders, the developers of easily the most durable, the most comfortable, and longest lasting, at least in my opinion, waders that I've ever owned. And I've got 15 different versions at home, so I have a little bit of history, let alone Brian, who was raised in the aquaculture industry, raising and growing oysters, probably put more abuse on waders and all the different versions of waders than anyone out there watching or anyone that you know, unless they worked for Brian. That's why they developed these, okay? So there's a reason why they're as bulletproof as they are. And guys, I know you've heard this before, with the Kevlar knee pads, people are like, oh, Kevlar, bulletproof. Well, no, it's just a very durable material that you just can't hurt. These waders are 3 seasons old, all right, everyone? I didn't wear them last year. I retired them for a very specific reason. They finally wore out, and the way that happened is I probably put more miles on with a bag of decoys on the back than most people do their entire lives. That's no joke. Try to argue it. And they finally wore out. Understanding this, of course, everyone, I could fix them in about 30 seconds and they would probably hunt for another season with no question. But I'm lucky, I got some great sponsors. They sent me a pair. Guys, you're awesome, by the way. But again, don't overlook the originals. They are fantastic waders, but if you want to go to the upgrade, something that you can use in so many more situations than just duck hunting and maybe just fishing situations, these zippered ones, and I'm going to go grab mine in a second. Brian, as you know, you're wearing them, and you R&D'd them for quite a while. I wore mine in the boat, right? I wore them for 2 months during spring Chinook season every day rather than rain gear because they're just so easy to put on, take off, and of course, accessibility for everything, right? I mean, that's one thing that you just might overlook when you're talking about zippered waders, right?
Yeah, it's just like you have the ability to move and do, and you're not restricted, and you can, be in the water, above the water, and it can be raining all day long and you don't get wet.
And I think that's really part of it is the boots themselves, where your feet actually go in, right, everyone? Of course, the waders have to be durable. They have to be put together the right way. Top-notch seam material, top-notch seam sealers, top-notch technology in making those seams not leak, along with placement of where those seams are, by the way. Thank you for that, you two, coming up with the waders that we can actually utilize. But I got to show you the waders that I have here. Brian, Ian, bear with me, all right? So these are prototypes, everyone. These are the ones that I got last year right before duck season ended, and you can see the difference between my waders and the ones that Brian is wearing. These were not changeable in the back, right? We already talked about those shoulder straps, okay? They made the upgrade there. So for you that have the original High and Dry waders, those buckles, at least to me, never got in my way. But this here, the improvement that they did with the shoulder strap is extremely impressive. And the zipper. Tell me about the zipper, Brian, because this isn't your everyday zipper. One of the big differences out of the other 2 pairs of zipper waders that I have that are junk is the zipper itself. Why is this a special zipper?
So this is a Tie-Zip zipper. This company's actually made in Germany. And from our testing and our research, we have found that this is by far the most durable construction of a zipper that we have been able to stand behind. We have put this through the test in the aquaculture world, where you're full of grit and mud and just abuse without having to put any WD-40, any lubricant, anything that would actually hold up and withstand all the environments that we put it through.
Which is saying something, that's a big statement, because you were encouraging me to throw mud, sand, and just run that zipper, and I had a really hard time doing that, everyone, because my experience with zippered waders was the kiss of death, right? If you actually walk...
You gotta get out of the boat.
Correct, yeah. I mean, really, it was just one of those things where I did not want to do that, right? Well, I did it, and you're still getting up to your chest, when you're getting decoys or covering ground, and it never leaked. Now, again, I can say that. I'm not going to badmouth any other manufacturer, all right? I'm just saying that that wasn't the case with the other 2 pair of zipper waders that I own. Now, they're still good waders. Everybody seems to make a quality product, but when you hit all the pieces of the puzzle in one pair, I haven't seen that before, and you guys have done it. It's really impressive on what you put together. Your foresight and your willingness to do something different, and the expense to get these things made by themselves is just really a testament to what you're willing to do for your customers.
Absolutely. We really appreciate the acknowledgement of that, because at the end of the day, one of the biggest things is we do care.
Well, and also, you're also hunters. You're out there every day. You want to be comfortable too.
Just as comfortable as the next guy.
I know. I mean, we can see Ian. He's down there a ways. We can see him. He's not in the water, but he's close. See, now he's going to get mad at me. I'm teasing. But really, don't forget.
Buddy.
There you go. You guys didn't change anything, though, in the design as far as the durability and waterproofness in these waders, did you, Ian? Everything's pretty much the same there?
Exactly. We essentially took, the many years that we have of testing and using the waders in the field ourselves in the aquaculture industry, using them, and we essentially just listened to customer feedback. And this wader is not going anywhere. We're going to keep making this wader. We just expanded the product line to essentially give you, the customer, multiple options.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, everyone, listen, yes, it's easy for me as the sponsor, as them being a sponsor, to say, go buy a high and dry waders. Okay, that'd be such an easy out. They were my wader long before they were a sponsor here. They are certainly something that you need to look into, and I would highly recommend that you do. Staying dry, staying comfortable in the duck blind, in the water if you're fishing somewhere, wherever it is extremely important, and it'll extend your day, to be quite honest with you. These are something that you have to look into, and they're not going to cost you $1,000, okay? All of them are about half the price of something that you might think is superior, which by far they are not. I can honestly say that. I own them. It's just that simple. All right, when we come back from this break, I want to touch on the boots themselves, okay? I want to make sure that everybody understands why these boots, where your feet actually go, are an industry exclusive. They are the best that I've ever put on. Just that simple. We'll be right back.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Terra Firma Foundation Systems. We keep homes safe, dry, and stable. By Yakima Bait, steeped in tradition, innovation, and fishing success. And by Procure Bait Sense, ruthlessly effective.